Hello students, namaste and a warm welcome to all of you in the virtual learning platform of Grade 10 English. We are in reading 2 under unit 2, festivals and celebrations, and reading 2 is Thanksgiving around the world. So today we are going to deal with the summary and exercises of Thanksgiving around the world. Okay, so now can you remember, students, Thanksgiving around the world? All right, so countries and name of the celebrations. Can you tell me what is the name of the celebration in Ghana? Homo, right. And Korea? Chuseok, right. Okay, let's go with the summary of the lesson first. So Thanksgiving around the world. So when you look at the summary, we can find that there are many occasions around the world to celebrate Thanksgiving ceremony, right? And then the common thing of the Thanksgiving ceremony is to extend thanks for the harvest, okay? And almost all of the Thanksgiving ceremony are giving thanks to the harvest, okay, to the crops, to the ingathering of the crops, okay. Besides, people enjoy bountiful food. Bountiful, do you remember? Plentiful, enough food. They also spend time with the family and friends, and there are few variations, okay, in some countries. This is what is the main idea of the Thanksgiving around the world. Then USA. Can you remember about USA? All right. So Thanksgiving in the USA is a national holiday, okay, and that commemorates, that reminds the feast the pilgrims held after the first harvest in 1621. Okay, this is a kind of historical event. And then Thanksgiving dinner is a very important part in the USA. Thanksgiving plays a central role, okay, and they eat more food in Thanksgiving Day than any other year with the roasted turkey, with the roast turkey as an essential part of the food, okay. So this is what is important about the Thanksgiving in USA. All right, so yeah, look at this, the roasted turkey, most essential part of the food, family dinner, okay. And the parades are the big part of the celebrations, okay. And there are parades like some kind of Macy's parade, biggest parade, okay. And they have important cartoon characters that everyone knows about this, all right. And the Spider-Man in the Newark, okay, buildings, right. These are the main point about USA. So South Korea, Chuseok. So about Chuseok, what is important about Chuseok is celebrate to commemorate the fall harvest and to honor ancestors. Okay, thanking to the harvest, and thanking to the ancestors. The festival day begins with a ceremony in which food or wine are offered to them. Okay, and you offer food and wine to the ancestors at first. Okay, then there's a lot of, then after that there are, okay, so look at this, okay, they are all right, offering food, wine to the ancestor, to their forefathers. Okay, हामी पनि कुल पूजा गर्ने गर्छौं. It's something like that. Okay, later in the day, celebrants visit the graves of the relatives where more ceremonies are performed, like the tug of war competitions, archery contest, okay, Caesareum, that is Korean wrestling. Again, these are various kinds of events and gift giving takes place in Chuseok of Korea. Okay, Brazil. In Brazil, it is known as Dia de Acao de Graças, right? And then this also means Thanksgiving, right? And it is said that the Brazilian President Gaspar Dutra visited the USA. He was fascinated with the holiday, or with the Thanksgiving holiday of USA, and he also established festival in his home country in 1949. Okay, And Dia Cow de Gracchus begins with the mass to offer thanks for the abundant harvest, okay, for the enough harvest. So this is what you can see, the fall, okay, vegetables, okay. And then there is a vibrant carnival and revelers head to the beach. And we also remember that, okay. So vibrant carnival means people are, okay, lively, dancing, singing. They are also known as revelers because they are happy in mood and they are making noise, okay. So revelers are the people who make noise, okay, in a happy mood, and okay, and they go towards the beach also, all right. So perhaps this is the okay, revelers, right? And then moving towards the beach, symbolic representation of the ship, right? Liberia, this is founded in 19th century by the liberated American slaves. The festival thanks for freedom, okay. This is what is different in Liberia about Thanksgiving, all right. And Liberians celebrate the good thing in life, also making their trouble pass, okay. And then Thanksgiving feast is topped off. Means it ends with evening of dancing, singing, and celebrations, okay, in Liberia, right? So this is the important part of celebrating Liberia, okay. So Liberian people, maybe okay, first started with the started by the liberated American slaves, okay, but nowadays all the people in Liberia celebrate this for the okay, for thanking the freedom, all right, also good things in life, okay. And crop over Barbados, okay, the festival splits over 12 weeks, okay, it is celebrated for 12 weeks from May to August, okay, and it culminates and it ends, okay, it finishes, it closes in the massive finale, and that is known as the Grand Cadouement, okay. So a lot of okay, big celebrations with the it's a flamboyant displays. Flamboyant means a lot of colorful, showy, okay, men with the different kinds of okay, singing, dancing, okay, and playing, right? So look at this. Okay, what a colorful things they have worn. All right. So this is what is the Grand Cadouement. So it started with the memory of the production of the sweet stuff. Okay, when it was able to, when Barbados was able to produce the largest food stuff, largest sweet stuff. Okay, and they gave the thank for this harvest and they started celebrating. So carnivals provide the lengthy celebrations and calypso bands and dances. Okay, so this they provide means they spread all over in the street or different part of the country. Okay, and the calypso bands is special kind of okay drumming. Okay, and the singing it takes place with the dancers. So this all takes place in the form of Grand Cadouement. Ghana, the Homo festival, meaning to jeer or hoot at hunger in Ghana, is to celebrate the ending of the long famine. All right, so it is the okay. They are mocking at the hunger. Okay, and Ghanaians peoples are celebrating this one because they think that they have ended the long famine. And the festival culminates in a night of singing, dancing, frantic beating of drums. Okay, they beat the drums. Look at the drums beating frantically means very anxiously. Okay, very okay in a okay unmanaged manner. Okay, so as if they are in some kind of danger, right? So and then they were openly challenging the hunger and famine defines. So finally, Maragan in Iran is held on 96th day of the Iranian year, okay, and it celebrates a successful harvest in the Gadat Mer, right? And it is called for the new clothes, okay, community blessings, feast on the table, decorated marjoram, all right. So marjoram is a very aromatic, smell giving, okay, plant of mint family, right? So pudinhara, we said pudina like family, right? So this is all about the summary. These summaries will help you to find out the word meanings, all right, and find out other necessary facts given in the exercise. Now let's go to the exercise A. The meanings of the sum of the words from the text are given below. Find the words and write against the correct meaning. Okay, let's see this one. So number A is in a way occurring at irregular intervals, not continuous or steady. So can you remember what is the word for this one? Irregular, at an interval of time. So you can find it in the Thanksgiving in the USA. Right? Can you remember? It starts from I. All right. So it is intermittently. So remember, okay, intermittently means in the interval of the time, irregular intervals, not continuous. Okay. So look at the in the USA. If you look at the paragraph in the USA, Thanksgiving USA, you can find like this: Thanksgiving has been celebrated intermittently ever since. Okay, that's what it says. So you perform different activities intermittently, not regularly, okay, but with interval of time. Number B, to remind people of an important event or person from the past. Yeah. Remember the word that memorizes, that remembers, that reminds. Okay. All right. It is basically in Korea. All right. So it says commemorate. Okay, it means commemorate. And if you look at the festival of South Korea, it says the festival is celebrated to commemorate the fall harvest and to honor one's ancestors. Okay, so it commemorates the fall harvest. It reminds, okay, the fall harvest, okay, and the honor one's ancestors. Okay. Number C, in a way that shows the usual qualities or features of a particular type of person or thing. Can you remember? In a way that shows the usual qualities or features. Usual qualities means most common qualities, major qualities, okay, of a particular type of person or thing. All right. So this is also there in the text. Can you see in South Korea? Okay. All right. It starts from the T. And remember that all the words, okay, of these all the words for the word meanings are there in the highlighted, okay, color in the textbook. So you have to look at the highlighted color of the textbook. I mean, the red color words are the meanings of this given word meanings, word clues. So this is typically. What sentence there? This is followed by a meal that typically consists of fish and newly harvested vegetable and grains. Okay, so typically, okay, means major, and the major feature, having the major feature is the typical. We say typical village. Okay, we talk about the typical food. Okay, all right. So this is the what is typically. A curve shape that is wide in the middle and pointed at each end. Okay, so now you can easily remember curved shape. Okay, and wide in the middle and small in the end. Okay, so what kind of shape is this? This is also in the Chushak. All right, this is the Christian shape. Okay, and you can find, okay, the food most associated with the holiday is songpyeon. Okay, so songpyeon is a Christian shaped rice. This is the corpse. This is what Christian shaped. Right. Full of energy. Can you remember what is the word for full of energy? You can find this in Brazil. All right. Right, full of energy is vibrant. Okay, yes. So, Diarrhea cow de Gracchus begins with the mass to offer thanks for an abundant harvest. Then there is a vibrant carnival. So, we talk about the vibrant, lively carnival. Okay. The next word is a person who is having fun in a noisy way, usually in a group of other people. So, who is this one? What do you call this one? This is also there in Diarrhea cow de Gracchus. Having fun with a noisy way. It is from R. All right. So yes, revelers here. Okay, and the same sentence. Then there is a vibrant carnival, and revelers head to the beach. All right. So this is what is the reveler. Then from or in another country, seemingly exciting and unusual. All right. So you can find also in the same text, what can it be? From another country, foreign, unusual, very different. We have learned in the text. So that is exotic. All right. So exotic is something very different. Okay. For example, roasted turkey is still the centerpiece of the Brazilian Thanksgiving feast, but there is a few exotic twists. Okay. It talks there. All right. All right, now to spread through and be easy to notice is parade. Okay, the parade through the street, carnivals parade through the lengthy celebrations with the calypso bands. Okay, so that's what we can see in the Barbados. Brightly colored and likely to attract attention. Brightly colored, likely to attract attention. Very showy, very colorful. Right? So that is flamboyant. Okay, so and more flamboyant displays means brightly colored displays. Okay, and to attract attention, they attract the attention. It's very colorful. Okay, very showy displays are there. Okay, in Barbados when there is a carnival. Done quickly with a lot of activity but not very well organized. Okay, done quickly. Okay, so it's something like frantically. All right, yeah, frantic. Okay, so this is the frantic words, and it says the festival commences in the night of singing and dancing and frantic beating of the drums. So in order to understand this vocabulary, I have given you the clues, okay, related to the words in the text, okay, so that you can exactly remember. So please learn through the words like this, okay, and it will be easier for you to understand the text. Let's go to exercise B. All right. So now it's easier. You know it very well, I think. Okay. It gives the following events present the different activities observed during the Thanksgiving around the world. Okay. So you study them and write the name of the countries where they are celebrated. Okay. So you have learned many countries. Okay, who celebrate Thanksgiving. So now you have to give them the name of the country for the activities given in the text. Okay. For example, families gather for a feast in the evening, accompanied by dancing and singing. Where can you find this one? In which country? In which Thanksgiving ceremony? In which country? Families gather together and it is accompanied by dancing and singing. All right. All right. So this takes place in Liberia. Okay. So it talks about, what does it say? The Thanksgiving feast is topped off in the evening by singing, dancing, and okay, that's what it says. So by looking at this, all right, clue, you can say that this is in the library. People wear new clothes and get community blessing. Okay, now the clue words are new clothes and community blessing. So when you look at the Thanksgivings in different countries, I think at the last it is in Iran, perhaps. Okay, right? In Iran, it is taken as the ceremony of new clothes, community blessing. Okay, So yeah, it's in Iran, because you can see there the sentence, the celebration calls for new clothes and blah blah. You can see this in the paragraph. Okay. Number C, palm nut soup, fish, and pokoi are served. Okay. Now, how will you find in which country does this take place? Okay. So there are certain clues. Okay, everywhere there are certain clues. There are certain words and phrases. Okay, which guide you towards the answers. All right, which guide you towards the evidence in the text. So here from this text, the word pokoi is you can find in only one place. All right, and this is in Ghana. All right, a typical food, pokoi. Now people return to their hometowns to celebrate the festival. Here, how where to find out? Okay, in which does this activity take place? Is the word that will guide you is hometowns. If you look at the hometowns, okay, return to their hometowns. Okay, then you can find where this okay Thanksgiving festival take place. So return to the hometowns. Okay, Chuseok. Where is Chuseok? South Korea. Okay, so in South Korea, okay, you can see in the text, okay, that people return to their hometowns. Number is celebrants go to the beach in a noisy way. Okay, now you remember the word beach. The word beach is in only one place. Okay, and you have to remember the noisy way. We just discussed in the vocabulary part. Okay, noisy way, revelers. Okay, so where is this? Is it in? It is in Brazil. All right. All right, and parades are taken out in the streets. Okay, and the word parades. The parades can be seen in two places. One in US and another in Barbados. Okay, and these are all taken on the streets. Where it is taken on the streets of Newark, USA. Right. Food and wine are offered to the forefathers. Okay. So again, the food and wine offering to the forefathers. Can you remember which country? Yes. Yeah. So forefathers, ancestors, food and wine offering. This is all in Chuseok, and it is in South Korea. Yeah. Because they say, okay, the festival day begins with a ceremony in which food and wine are offered to ancestors. Okay, there is the sentence like this, okay, in your text. All right, so let's do the answer the following questions. Okay, dear students, okay, in order to answer any questions, what you have to understand is you have to find out the key feature. Okay, you have to find out the thematic words. Okay, thematic words that ask the questions, as well as okay thematic words or phrases in the answers. Okay, and how to locate the information in your textbook, how to find out, and how to answer. So let's see this one. So what is the main feature of Thanksgiving around the world? All right, what is the main feature of American Thanksgiving? So it's obviously is their answer in the American Thanksgiving. If you look at the paragraph, in this paragraph, you can see the answer. Thanksgiving dinner with family plays a central role in the celebrations, with Americans eating more food on Thanksgiving Day than any other day of the year, including Christmas. Roast turkey is essential. Also. So when you look these sentences, okay, words, what is the main feature? The main feature is related to the central role, related to the central role in the text. Okay. So central role relates to the main feature. Okay, and therefore you have to find the answers in this line. Okay. So what is the central role? Then Thanksgiving dinner plays the central role in the celebrations. Okay. Now another feature is dinner with the family. All right. The next feature is eating more food. All right. And next feature is roast turkey is essential. These are the features. Okay. dinner with family, eating more food, roasted turkey. So now you have to arrange all this information to answer the questions. So how you can answer is, the main feature of American Thanksgiving is the family dinner, with family eating more food than any other day of the year, with turkey as an essential part of the celebration. So we have arranged all this one. Okay, what is the main feature is dinner with family, where they eat more food than other day. Okay, and turkey is the essential part. This is how you can answer the question. Number 2, what do parade include in Thanksgiving in America? Again, question is from the Thanksgiving in America. So the text is, this is the text where you will find the answer. Question is, parades include. There are different parades, okay, small to big. Macy's Thanksgiving parade, the biggest parade in the world, okay, in the New York City, all right. So what does this parade include? Okay, so then look at the clues. What are the clues? The clues are, parades is here, all right, and the featuring the local marching band to Macy's Thanksgiving parade. So this is the features, okay. This is the, which the Thanksgiving include, featuring the local marching band to Macy's Thanksgiving parade, and it features parade floats, okay, huge balloons. So these are all the features now. All right, these are all the features. These are all features. Therefore, this is included in the parade. All right. So therefore, how you can write the answer is, okay, parades in Thanksgiving in America include local marching band to Macy's Thanksgiving parade, okay, which features, which it means which features parade floats, huge balloons, usually based on the cartoon characters, current Broadway shows, and other tropical themes. So you can answer in this way, but you can also say simply, parades in Thanksgiving America include parade floats. Okay, so features is including, okay, include parade floats, use balloons, usually based on this also can be the answer. Okay, so it depends upon sometimes how you write. Okay, because it also includes local marching band, also it includes Macy's Thanksgiving parade also. Now Macy's Thanksgiving parade includes this includes the parade floats, okay, huge balloons, okay, with the cartoon characters. This is what is all the answer. You can make it shorter, you can make it longer too. Next is, when and how is Chuseok celebrated in Korea? All right, this answer you can find in this paragraph. Okay, so when and why should be the answer. So when, 15th day of August. Why? To commemorate the fall harvest and to honor one's ancestor. The answer is very easy to find here. All right, and then Chuseok is celebrated in Korea on the 15th day of August according to the lunar calendar. All right. The festival celebrations, it is celebrated to commemorate the fall harvest. Commemorate means remember the fall harvest and to honor one's ancestor. Okay. Number D, how does Thanksgiving begin in Brazil? So you can find the answer in this paragraph. All right. How did it begin? So remember, while you are answering the questions, okay, you have to take care of the sentence structure. You have to take care of the tense used in the sentence. Okay, if it is did, then you must answer in the past forms. Okay, for example, here it is said that when the former Brazilian president Bhaktapur visited USA, he was fascinated with the holiday and established the festival in his country in 1949. So obviously, okay, we can understand that Brazil President Gaspar began the Thanksgiving in Brazil. Then how? Because when he visited the Thanksgiving holiday in America, he was fascinated, and therefore he established. Okay, so answer can be, When the former Brazilian President Gaspar Dutra visited the USA, he was fascinated with the holiday and then he began Thanksgiving in Brazil. So look at this word, begin changes into began. All right. Who started Thanksgiving in Liberia? Why was it started? So this is the thematic question is who started and why, right? So the Liberian Thanksgiving is a vibrant and spicy festival. This is the paragraph. You can find the answer. All right. It's very obvious. Who started? By American slaves. Yeah. And then another is why? Give thanks for freedom. All right. So this is how you can locate the informations. All right. So you can say liberated American slaves started Thanksgiving in Liberia to give thanks for their freedom. All right. That's what. Thanks for the freedom and also to celebrate the good things in life. You can add this one also, no problem. Okay. But this is the basic point. What is Thanksgiving celebrated in Barbados for? Okay, this is the paragraph. You can find the answer. Okay, what for? Thanksgiving, what for? So originally a celebration of the sugar harvest cane. So it talks about the originally a celebration of sugar cane harvest. Okay, so we can say it is celebrated for sugar cane harvest. Okay, crop over has been celebrated since 1780s when Barbados was the world's largest producer of the sweet stuff. So how you can answer is, okay, it is basically based on the sugarcane harvest. And this is also based on the, what is the genuine for, okay, when Barbados was the first world's largest producer of the sweet stuff. So therefore, we can say Thanksgiving in Barbados is celebrated for being the world's largest producer of the sweet stuff. Okay, they became the world's largest producer of the sweet stuff, and therefore they started. Okay, you can answer in this way, in a high level, for being the world's largest producer of sweet stuff. Or we can answer Thanksgiving in Barbados is celebrated when Barbados was the world's largest producer of the sweet. You can say in this way also. If you are not using being, okay, it's celebrated when Barbados was the world's largest producer of sweet stuff. Or you can also say Thanksgiving in Barbados is celebrated for sugarcane harvest. Okay, this also can be the answer. It's celebrated for sugarcane harvest. All right. What is homo marked in Ghana? So it obviously says in this year. Okay, so the word marked is important. Okay, marked is important. So the word marked is concerned with the historically, okay, celebration historically. It is the ending of the long famine suffered by the Ghanaians. Okay, so this is what is the important point for this answer. Therefore, Homo in Ghana is marked for ending of a long famine suffered by the Ghanaians. Okay, this is what is the Homo marked in Ghana for. All right, so so that's the okay, so Ghana for okay, so that's the answers, and I have also given you very thematic questions and very important questions in at the top of the each paragraphs in our reading, okay, exercise before this episode, and this is how you can answer the questions. Okay, so you can answer the questions looking at the paragraph and locating the evidences. All right, finally, let's go to exercise number D. How do people extend their gratitude for food and harvest in your community? Share with your friends. Okay, now it's the time you share with your friends. Now you talk to your friends. Is there any festival, okay, which are very similar or which are to certain extent similar to Thanksgiving? So do we have some kind of Thanksgiving ceremonies in our country? Maybe we do not have exactly, but there is some kind of relations. Let me give you clues. Okay. So you have to think, is there any celebrations after any harvest in your country? Yes. Okay. For example, after you harvest the paddy crops, okay, we celebrate Tihar. So Tihar can be taken as the one of the ceremony, Thanksgiving ceremony to the harvest, right? Similarly, is there any puja during or after any crop harvest? Yeah, many communities have that kind of puja, right? And it's for some kind of crops production after the before they eat any crops, they have some kind of puja that takes place. Find out in your community. Is there any holiday during or after any season? Okay, so is there any reason behind the Dasai Tihar celebration, or Christmas, or Eid, or Chhat, or Losar? Okay, they are somehow connected to the Thanksgiving. All right, so you have to discuss among the friends. For example, Tihar marks the end of the harvest season also. Okay, you are happy to celebrate Tihar. Similarly, Bhumi Naas or Bhumi Puja in Magar community is celebrated for the sake of fertility and good harvest. Okay, so they are all right giving the thanks for the good harvest by dancing, right? Similarly, we discussed with Sonam Losar is celebrated after harvesting the crops. Okay, so we harvest the millet like crops and then we celebrate. Okay, so in this way, try to find out various kinds of celebrations which is thanking for the good harvest. All right, and discuss share among your friends. Okay, thank you, students. Thank you for your patience. All right, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.